If you think this loss is on Dak Prescott, you're delusional. Like, there's something actually wrong with you in the head, honestly. What's good, gang? It's your boy, Tony Russell, a.k.a. HoodieRuss, you know what I'm saying? And today, man, we talking about them Cowboys, man. So if you're down with that, make sure you smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on those post notifications, so you know I keep that night game strong. Comment your third right now. Let's get right into it, man. So, as y'all know, man, the Cowboys, after looking good the first 2 weeks, starting off 2-0, we lost this week to the Cardinals, man. And it was a bad loss because they don't even got Kyler Murray, you know what I'm saying? We lost to Joshua Dobbs, man. And I'm going to be honest, we just did not play well. We just did not play well. The Cowboys, man, we gave up almost 200 rushing yards in the first half. And 21 points to the Cardinals without their starting QB, man. That's bad. That's actually bad. Yeah, they were just running all over us. And it started literally at the beginning of the game with Joshua Dobbs. He had like a 44-yard run first play of the game, which is crazy. And obviously, we had some injuries going into the game. Trayvon Diggs done for the season, which he was having his best season this year. He literally was. They weren't targeting him this year. I think they targeted him maybe a couple times, and he didn't allow a catch. I think he allowed one, and the one catch he did allow, he forced a fumble on, so he was doing phenomenal. I think I saw he allowed like a 1 passer rating, which is crazy to me. But then, of course, we get the news that we lose him for the year, bro. And that's just unfortunate. And I hope he gets well soon. And that's a big blow to our defense. I think we saw it today because something about Trayvon Diggs, he's just not, at least this year, because I'm not going to lie. Before this year, I did not see that Trayvon Diggs the last 2 years. But this year, he has been the most physical I have ever seen him, okay? The most physical. Getting down and dirty in the run. Coming down on flats and stuff and making stops. Creating turnovers by making big hits. When have you ever heard of Trayvon being that physical? And I think that's the side of him that we miss, and especially today, because it seems like they were attacking us on the perimeter. You know what I'm saying? It seems like they were getting a lot of catches, behind the line of scrimmage, creating yards after catch off of that, and that's something Trayvon, he was stopping before he got hurt. And that's the part of the game that we missed the most. Not his coverage skills, even though they weren't targeting him and he was locked down there. It's the physicality he showed, and plus the leadership as well, because he's one of our captains on defense. But his physicality that he brought on defense, he just had a different mindset this season, that he was going to be more physical and make more plays when he wasn't, while he's not getting targeted. Does that make sense? You feel me? Because last year, it seemed like if he wasn't getting targeted, he wasn't doing nothing in the game. And this year, I could not say the same thing. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the reasons our defense was so dominant the first 2 weeks. He caused 3 turnovers by himself in the first 3 weeks, I think. Yeah, because he forced a fumble, got a big hit on Saquon that turned into a touchdown for Deron Bland, and he had an interception. So he forced 3 turnovers, and 2 of those are not from him in coverage. You feel me? But despite that loss, we got to win this game, because we just can't lose to a team that is also injured. You feel me? That they're also injured, and they're 0-2. You feel me? And let's talk about this offense. I was talking about this last week. I know I didn't talk about it on here, but I was saying this last week. I know we put up last week. I think we put up 40 points last week. 40, maybe 30. I think maybe 30. I think we put up 30. But I was saying, I think we won 30-6. But I was saying, we won 30-6, but our offense, especially in the red zone, did not look good to me. I did not like it. It did not look good to me. And as long as we was winning, it's fine, right? Because defense looks phenomenal, you know what I'm saying? And the offense is playing conservative, and it's working. You feel me? So as long as we're winning, it's cool. So while I'm disappointed in the loss, I feel like it needed to happen. so we could get down and dirty with this red zone offense, because it's looked terrible since week 1. We haven't looked good. Week 1, I give us a pass. It was raining. You feel me? It was raining hard. Feel me? So I give us a pass. Week 2, still looked the same way. So you can't use that excuse anymore. And today, it's one of the biggest reasons we lost, and it showed. I think we were like 1 for 5 in the red zone today, and that's just not good. You can't do that. And I think the biggest problem is we try to do too much. I think we try to do too much when we get in the red zone. I think we have all these playmakers, and we're trying to use all of them, which is cool because it gets us down the field. You know what I'm saying? We got Rico, we got Kavontae Turpin, we got Jalen Tolbert. You feel me? We got we got these 3 tight ends. You know what I'm saying? Jake Ferguson, Payne Hershot, and the Shoemaker. You know what I'm saying? We got all these weapons, right? And we're trying to use all of them, and I'm here for it. You know what I'm saying? I do want to get everybody involved, but when it comes down to the red zone, you just got to put your playmakers in the game. When it comes down to 1st and goal, I only want to see one personnel on the field. You feel me? I want to see Tony Pollard out there. I got to see CeeDee Lamb. I got to see Michael Gallup. I got to see Jake Ferguson. And then I got to see Brandon Cooks. And that's the only personnel I want to see out there. There should be no switching out. That's the only people that should be out there. Those are your playmakers. And you're going to make plays based on them. Based on getting them the ball. And that's it. That's all it should be. And I feel like even though Rico Dowdle got into the end zone today, and he was our only scorer of the day, I feel like we do too much when it comes to our substitutions and personnel when we get in that red zone. It does not have to be that way. I'm sorry. I don't want Rico in there. I don't want him in there when we're on the goal line. I want Tony Pollard in there. He's the playmaker. He's the one that makes the biggest plays. He's the one that's proven, to get in that end zone. You feel me? And let's talk about him. Let's talk about Dak Prescott, man. Dak Prescott, this game is not on him. Besides that interception, I feel like he played well. You feel me? Obviously, I can see why people would say this game is on him. The defense didn't play well, and you need your quarterback to play at an elevated level to get y'all this win, and he did not do that. I feel you on that. You need him to play at that elevated level, and he did not do that. I agree with you with that. But to fault him for this loss, you can't do that. You can say he did not play at the level we needed to win, and that's true. Nobody did, for real. If you're being honest, nobody did. But to fault him for this loss is you'd be wrong. You feel me? I know he threw that interception at the end of the game, but we never should have been in that situation in the first place. And I think the play calls leading up to that led to the interception, honestly. I think the 1st and goal and 2nd and goal play calls led to that interception. And it just, it just seemed like we were rushing, and it's just never good when you're doing that. But, yeah, let's talk about Dak, man. Let's talk about Dak. Dak, I feel like, to me, like, this new offense, right? It's built to get the ball out quicker, and you know what I'm saying? And that's cool, and it gets us down the field, but I feel like it's limiting Dak a little bit, and I feel like we've been limiting Dak since he hurt his ankle. Honestly, I feel like we've been limiting him, because before he hurt his ankle, that's the best football I've seen Dak play, and that's what. And when I saw him playing in those years, I thought he was one of the best quarterbacks in the league. You feel me? He almost had 5,000 yards before he hurt his ankle. 30 touchdowns, I think. Under 10 interceptions. Like, he was playing some of his best football with him. This is before we got CeeDee Lamb. With him and Amari Cooper. Michael Gallup was killing too. Like, this was some of our best football, and we were slinging that ball down the field. Like, we weren't playing conservative. I know this was under Kellen Moore, but it's just like, after he got his ankle surgery, it's like we stopped doing certain things. Like, we stopped running with him. And that was a big part of our offense. Like, you can't just, okay, he hurt his ankle, and that's worrisome. You don't want your franchise quarterback to get hurt. obviously, but you can't just take it out of his game because he's not the fastest. Of course, and he said this himself. As he's gotten over, he's gotten slower. But he's never really been that fast. He's just been big. He's 6'3", 230 pounds. Like, he's just been big. And he's still that big. You feel me? So taking that completely out of his game is hindering him. I feel like it really is. And it needs to be in our offense. Like, more read option plays need to be in our offense, and we need to not be scared to run that ball. He needs to be a threat running the ball, and it makes it harder to stop. Your offense harder to stop when your quarterback is a threat running the ball. And before he got hurt, he did that a lot more, and it helped him a lot. Like, he used to roll out the pocket a lot, and when he was a threat to actually run that ball when he gets out the pocket, and I feel this on him too. Like, he needs to run more when he gets out the pocket, but it opens stuff down the field when you're actually a threat rolling out instead of pump faking and then throwing it out of bounds if nothing's there. When he's actually a threat running the ball, people get open downfield. It opens a lot of things up, and I feel like we just need to get back to that. And I don't know how we get back to that, but it's like since that Giants game where he got hurt, and this is the first season with CeeDee Lamb. I even think that season, at the beginning of that season, I know we were like 2-2, but I even feel like he was playing some of the best football ever. He was making throws that I'm like, oh my goodness, like he was slinging that ball. And I just need us to get back to that. If our offense can get back to that point, then this team can talk about, contenders and stuff like that. But our offense has not been there since he got hurt. You feel me? And he's shown flashes here and there. You know what I'm saying? He's shown flashes, but we need it consistently. And so I can feel why you would say this is Dak's fault. But honestly, he didn't play a bad game. If you're being honest, he didn't play a bad game. What really killed us, like I said, was the defense. We didn't stop the run. Penalties. We had like 12 penalties for like more than 100 yards. That's bad. And some of them were bogus. Like some of the offsides calls, I was like, that's not offsides. And then the pass interference call on Deron Bland, I feel like they just got mixed up. Like, I don't feel like that was pass interference. The pass interference call on CD was a terrible call to me. And then they take away our pass interference calls. Even though the one that CD was looking for, I feel like you at least gotta play the ball, CD. Like, come on, you at least gotta play the ball because I feel like you could still go get that ball if you play it. Like, you can't just start looking for the call. You gotta play that ball. And maybe you get the call if you play it. You feel me? But you can't just look for the call before the play even over. Like, that's ridiculous to me. But the one on Michael Gallup, for sure, we should have been on the 1 yard line, and we should have been pushing in from there. But yeah, it's just nobody came to play today. And that's the honest truth about it. And the defense came to play too late. And the offense, they got things to figure out in the red zone. And I think, like I said, it's just about getting our playmakers the ball in the red zone. Stop trying to do all these personnel switches. Stop trying to get Cavante in the game. Deuce didn't even play today, but Rico, stop trying to target people to get these touchdowns. Target the right people. I don't think CeeDee Lamb has scored this season. Has he? Maybe if he has, he scored once. Like, we got to get this man the ball in the red zone. Get Michael Gallup the ball in the red zone. We hand it off to Tony Pollard. Dak Prescott, let him run the read option in the red zone. Like, these are the plays we have to run. We got to be, it got to be specialized to our playmakers. And we got to, at the end of the day, I think it just needs to be simpler. It needs to be simpler. Like I said, I think we're trying to do too much. And when we get in that red zone, we're trying to be too cute. And it's just not working. And at some point, you got to see that it's just not working. And I feel like that was a problem last year, too. Like, we were just trying to be too cute. And it hurt us. When you try to be too cute, it hurts you. And like I said, though, this loss, much needed. I'm glad it happened here and not like week 10. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad it happened here. I'm glad that we see that this offense is not where it should be. Because I saw it last week when we won 30-6. I saw it last week that our offense It's not where it should be, but we won. So it's like, we won. But now that we lost, now we can look at film. We can actually now we're locked in. Now we can lock in and pay attention to what happened, because no one likes losing. No one likes the feeling of losing. But yeah, man. Next week we play the Patriots, and hopefully we get that one. But that's it for this video, man. If y'all liked it, make sure y'all smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications, can keep that night game strong. I can't speak right now. I kind of have a sore voice because I was yelling. But hoodies on sale at HoodieRuss.com, so make sure y'all go get y'all one. But I'll see y'all for another one, man. So peace.